Home Show.
Rebecca from Kaplan, Louisiana has a question about a sweaty relief.
Well, it's not what you think. She actually recently took some carpet out of her
think?
bedroom. Hang in there.
Yes.
Anyway, she says, I put a smart core floor down with an underlayment. My house is on pillars and faces north. Will it help if I put some siding on the north end with vents to help it not be so cold? My carpet was 23 years old, and it sweats under my bed and under my dressers. In my bedroom, I have a vinyl rug that sweats too, especially if I put a plastic bags on it. So, Tom, she wants to know what can she do about this?
This is such a common problem in the Houston area where, you and I live. Mm-hmm. The Gulf Coast area, Louisiana is very typical of the Gulf Coast area, and then you add the swampiness to it too in that part of the country. It's going to sweat on those floors like that. You can't leave boxes. You can't leave plastic bags. You can't even use platform beds. And there's a perfect example of why you don't want to skirt your house. So I'm going to tell her, no, do not skirt her house. You take a platform bed in that situation and you put it down. And when you remove the platform bed underneath there, if you had carpet, it's going to be all moldy and rotted and just a mess because it's like a terrarium under there. It can't breathe. It can't release the moisture. Plastic being put down, that's how we check floors for moisture content. You put plastic down to see if it'll sweat. And that's exactly what's happening. So you have these issues and you've got to be very careful. So when you buy furniture, it's got to be on legs so the air will breathe under there. Skirting the house is not going to do a bit of good for you. Don't do that. Now, if it's on the cold season where you're running heaters, one of the things people don't realize, if it happens only during the heating season, is the system they have. If they're using, and this could happen in Louisiana, if they're using the old gas heaters in the homes that are the wall heaters with the little gas flame, very common out there, that creates so much moisture in a house, everything becomes a wet mess. So a lot has to do with the heating systems too. So I don't know if it's her case, but that's just something I want to throw out there. But as far as the floors go, they're going to sweat when it's cold. It's hot inside. The air inside has a lot of humidity. You can't put plastic down. You can't put boxes down. You got to let it breathe the best you can. And if you need to, the answer is going to be a dehumidifier in the home. Remove the humidity during the cold part of the year.
Okay. Maybe, Tom, it would an answer for her to be go get a hydrometer and figure out, how much humidity she's got in there, if that's the case?
I know that's what it is. So if you wanted to make yourself feel better, don't put it off too long. Still, don't put the plastic down and stuff, and don't skirt the house. But a hygrometer will give you your relative humidity in a home. You hear that from the news guys, the weather guys, I should say, the forecasters on the news all the time. But that's relative humidity. And if it's up 65 and higher, you got a problem. And I wouldn't doubt it's going to be 70 to 80% sometimes in that house. And the new little digital hygrometers you get, it'll take readings all the time and give you an average. So you'll be able to see what the average is. And then you can actually go back and see the different days. If it was rainy out one day or sunny out another, if it went up and high and up and down, high and low. So you can get an idea there too. But it's definitely going to be an interior humidity problem. It's going to happen in the wintertime when the house is real cold on the outside. And you got to watch your floor coverings and what kind of furniture you have. And an interior dehumidifier is usually the answer.
We would be happy to answer questions just like that for you. Just go visit HomeShowRadio.com, click on the Ask Tom button, and you wind up on this page, and you can use the form and send us your question, even with a picture, which helps us sometimes answer your questions. Or you can actually send a video of your problem if you want. It's something we can all look forward to. But it's right there at HomeShowRadio.com. Do it because we post a new one every day, Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It's almost like I've lost my train of thought here, but you'll find our videos, almost. You find them at HomeShowRadio.com, on our YouTube channel, of course, on our Facebook page.